Namaste friends, I am Jayalakshmi Ravichandran signing in on behalf of Magic Needles. This day I am here with letter M in Filet Crochet. Okay, the basics of Filet Crochet, how to work Filet Crochet and how to work the chainless foundation DC are available as two separate link videos in the description box below. Please refer to them if you have any query. To begin with this, make 61 DCs, that is 20 solid squares as the first row. Second, third and fourth rows here are one solid square on either side with 18 open squares in between them. The fifth row is one solid square, two open squares, three solid square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 open squares, two solid square, two open squares ending with one solid square. Sixth row, one solid square, one open square, one solid square, two open squares, one solid square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 open squares, two solid squares, two open squares, one solid square, one open square and one solid square. All the even number rows are read from left to right and worked. Odd number rows are always worked from right to left. Now, seventh row, one solid square, two open square, one solid square, two open square, one solid square, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 open squares, one solid square, two open square, one solid square, two open square ending with one solid square. The eighth row, one solid square, six open square, one solid square, two open squares, one solid square, two open squares, one solid square, five open square and one solid square. The ninth row, one solid square, five open squares, one solid square, one open square, two solid square, two open squares, one solid square, six open squares ending with one solid square. The 10th row, one solid square, six open squares, one solid square, two open squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solid squares, four open squares and one solid square. 11th row, one solid square, four open squares, three solid squares, one open square, one solid square, one open square, one solid square, the rest are open squares. 12th row, one solid square, 8 open squares, two solid squares, two open squares, three solid squares, three open squares ending with one solid square here. The 13th row, one solid square, two open squares, two solid squares, three open squares, two solid squares. The rest are open squares ending with solid square. 14th, 15th and 16th rows have one solid square on either side with 18 open squares in between them, and then the 17th row is as usual 20 solid squares. We began with 20 solid squares here. We end with 20 solid squares as the last row or 61 DCs. Thank you friends for watching. Have a nice day.